Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we are going for the sweep against the Cardinals. Both of the last two games have been 3-0. Although I think the first game felt closer than the second game, so we'll see how today goes. After this, we're off to Chicago to take on the Cubs, who have been better as of late. They were down there tied with the Brewers for last in the division. They've now climbed back up out of that and actually even a game ahead of the Pirates. But worry about that tomorrow. For now, we got to finish off this set against the Cardinals, who right now have a better record than either the NL East or NL West division leaders. The East right now, the Braves and Nationals are tied with 54 wins. The Diamondbacks are leading the West, I think, with 55 wins, and the Cardinals sitting in second place in our division with 56 wins. Jackal on the mound, I feel like we've seen a lot of him this year, and he has been good against us. Kester takes strike one to start off this game, and swings and misses at a cutter. Ground ball, it's foul. Line drive out into right field, and that will be a leadoff single. Brings Marvin to the plate. He will bat left-handed. Kester immediately takes off, and he'll be in there safely. Sky is definitely a catcher you can run on. So a runner in scoring position. Marvin puts this through the right side. Oh, diving play by Ellis. That not only to get the out, probably saved a run, at least for now. Now the runner is on third with one out. Chief really just needs to get it to the outfield. As he looks at strike one, swings and misses over a screwball. Swing and a miss, strike three. Big strikeout for Jackal. Here is Terry. He will likely now need a hit to score that run. He will start off looking at a strike. That pitch down in the dirt. Popped up. Will Sky have room? Yes, and that will end the inning. Cardinals get out of trouble right off the bat to keep a 0 up on the scoreboard. Eckstein's going to lead off again for the Cardinals. As you can see, the regular lineup in there for the Squirrels again today. Gill will lead off. He'll be on the mound today, rather. And here is Eckstein. First pitch, a fastball for strike one. And that pitch a touch too high. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. One away. Here's Chris Burke. Get a curveball, which Burke swings over the top of. Sinker hits the dirt. That makes it a 1-1 count. Another curveball gets popped up. Gill's going to go over by third base to make that catch. Chief apparently just was not interested. So here's Albert Pujols, who said we did a very effective job against him yesterday. He did get an infield hit at the end of the game yesterday on a very high hop. That one is dumped out into left center field for a base hit. Brings J.D. Drew to the plate. Runner on first with 2 outs. So that curveball is in there for strike one. Swing and a miss will make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. That will end the inning. So both teams with hits, but neither team with runs in the first. We go to the second inning where Frank will lead things off. Jackal starts him off with a high fastball, which Frank grounds to second. One away. Here's Tom. Looks at strike one. Grounds this one also to second. Ellis busy over there today. That'll bring Zach to the plate with 2 outs. Nobody on base. So he looks at a screwball for a strike. Puts this one right by the tarp out in right field. 0-2. Oh, chases one there for strike 3. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Still no score in the game. Sky is going to lead it off for St. Louis. Gill winds and starts him off with the fastball. It's ground to Joey. 1 down. Here's Mark Ellis. Looks at a curveball for strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Grounds this off to Chief, who will throw to first. 2 down. Here's Juan Pierre. First pitch is called a strike. That curveball curves too far, makes it 1-1. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. Line drive, but foul. Wasn't a high line drive by any means, almost skimmed over the surface. Swing and a miss, and that will end the second inning. That's 2 quick innings, no score yet. Joey will start things off for the Squirrels in the third.
Number 20, Joey, shortstop.
First pitch is in there for a strike. And that one misses outside. Oh, chases one up and in. Maybe more of a self-defense swing. And another swing and a miss for strike 3. Here's Gill at the plate. Looks at a cutter for strike 1. Oh, chases that cutter. Yeah, it might have been a strike anyway. Either way, it's 0-2. There's a ground ball. Ellis will take care of that. 2 away, and that does complete the first go-around for the Squirrels. Kester got a base hit his first time up. Jackal struck out 3 Squirrels the first go-around. That pitch is down and away. There's a called strike. Ground ball just too far down the third base line. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Still no score. Both threats were back in the first inning. Wes Helms is going to start things off for St. Louis. First pitch just misses the outside corner. This one misses the inside corner. 2-0. Goes with the curveball, and it is a strike. Fouled away. It's now a 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Jackal at the plate. Not bad for a pitcher, hitting just under 200 with the home run. He's got an 0-2 count at the moment. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, and here's Eckstein. Struck out in his first at bat, one of 5 Cardinals that Gill has struck out so far. Eckstein looks at strike 1, looks at strike 2. Doesn't chase that curveball. And this one's too far inside. Now it's 2-2. Gill goes with the sinker and gets a swing and a miss. That will end the third inning. We go into the fourth, still scoreless. Marvin will lead things off for Indianapolis. First pitch is out of the zone and popped up in foul ground. Sky should have room, and he makes the catch. One away. Here's Chief. Struck out in his first at-bat. Watches that cutter hit the dirt. There's a cutter for a strike. 1-1. Another called strike makes it 1-2. Popped up. Pujols looks like he's going to have this one. And he does. 2 away, and here is Terry. He fouled out in his first at-bat. Watches that cutter hit the dirt. And misses down and in. Ground ball, it's foul. It's a 2-1 count. This one right to, well, not right to Pujols, but a pretty routine play as he steps on the bag and ends the inning. 1 hit apiece for the teams and no runs for either team. Chris Burke's going to lead things off for the Cardinals in the bottom of the fourth. Popped out in his first at bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Looks at strike 2. Looks at strike 3. 1 down. Here's Albert Pujols. He did get a legit hit in his first at-bat. No funny business, no crazy hop or anything. Just a little bloop single out into left center. That one is not a bloop single. That one, I think, landed out in the concourse. His 26th home run of the year, 462 feet. And the Cardinals will take the first lead of the ball game, 1-0. Well, here's J.D. Drew to try to follow that up. He struck out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Sinker swung on and missed. Curveball swung on and missed for strike 3. 2 down, here's Sky. He ground out in his first at-bat. There's a swing and a miss. Looks at strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chased one there. That'll end the fourth inning. The Cardinals now leading 1-0 after that solo Pujols shot was absolutely crushed. Frank's going to lead things off for the Squirrels in the fifth. Frank ground out in his first at-bat. As he looks at strike 1. Puts this one out into the stands in right field, but, you know, the foul ones. 0-2. This is going to get out into right field for a base hit. 1 man aboard for Tom with nobody out. Which he ground out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Wondered if Frank might take off because Sky has a weak arm behind the plate. But doesn't appear like he will. Tom swings and misses for strike 3. So here is Zach. He struck out in his first at-bat. Runner still on first. First pitch is called a strike. They check over on first. Though Frank seems content to wait on the batter. That pitch up and in makes it 1-1. That one up and out to make it 2-1. Line drive out into right field, though it was lined on the hop right to J.D. Drew, so no chance to advance to third. 2 on with 1 out for Joey. He will take a screwball for strike one. That one is down in the dirt. Ooh, ground ball. This could be a double play. It sure is. 4-6-3, and that erases what looked to be a promising inning for the Squirrels. 1-0 Cardinals, and they will start off with Mark Ellis at the plate in the bottom of the fifth. Ellis ground out in his first at-bat. Starts off with a curveball for a strike. And fouls that pitch away to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. One down, here's Juan Pierre. Struck out in his first at-bat. Gill already up to 10 strikeouts. The only problem is one of those Cardinal hits went over the fence. The only sin he's committed today. The Squirrels offense obviously not helping him. Pierre with a 1-2 count at the moment. He will swing and miss for strike three. 2 away, and here is Wes Helms, who was also a strikeout victim the first time up. He will swing and miss at a curveball. That one in the dirt. Good sinker gets a swing and a miss, makes it 1-2. One just misses the outside corner. 2-2. Curveball, ground off to Kester, who gets it to first. And that will end the fifth inning. 1-0 Cardinals as we move into the sixth. Gill is due to lead off for the Squirrels. Ground out in his first at-bat. Jackal starts him off with a cutter for a strike. It's a ground ball to short. 1 away. Kester 1 for 2 on the day. Singled and struck out. Looks at a strike. Ground ball to Eckstein, who will get to first for the second out of the inning. Marvin 0 for 2, a ground out and a foul out. Looks at strike one. Grounds this one to third. Helms takes that no problem, and we will move on to the bottom of the sixth inning. Cardinals still leading by a run. Jackal will start things off for St. Louis. I imagine they will let him hit. He did strike out in his first at-bat, but he's also pitching a shutout right now, so I wouldn't take him out either, given the circumstances. Starts off with a 2-0 count. Looks at strike one. Swing and a miss will make it 2-2. That pitch is up and in. It's a full count. Ground ball to short. And a bit of a wild throw, but Terry has time to adjust, so Squirrels get the out. So here's David Eckstein. He has struck out in both at-bats so far. Gill's up to 11 strikeouts on the day. So I imagine this will be his last inning. Eckstein with an 0-2 count. Puts it into center field, but right to Marvin for the second out of the inning. So here's Chris Burke. He is 0 for 2, ground out and a strikeout. Looks at strike one. A pitch down by Burke's feet. Curveball bounces in, makes it 2-1. It's foul, but Chief is chasing after it. Can't quite get there, so new life for him. Or extended life, anyway. Maybe not new life. Swing and a miss, strike three, and that will end the sixth inning. Cardinals still holding on to the 1-0 lead. The Squirrels will start off with Chief at the plate to open the seventh inning. Chief is 0 for 2 today. Looks at strike one. Looks at strike two, both cutters. This one down by his feet for a ball. I think every pitch has been a cutter. It's 2-2 now. Finally throws something different and gets a swing and a miss. One away, Terry 0 for 2, foul out and a ground out. So that screwball bounces in. Hits this one over to Ellis, and that will be the second out of the inning. It's up to Frank. He's 1 for 2 today. He will hit this one right to Ellis, and that will get us to the 7th inning stretch. The Cardinals leading 1-0. Albert Pujols coming back to the plate to lead things off. We will change pitchers here. Not that Gill's done badly. He's thrown one bad pitch and Pujols just launched it. It's the only bad thing that's happened. So we'll get Gonzalez in here to pitch, which means Quinton will take over in left, thanks to Frank making the last out of the inning.
Attention please. Now coming out of the Indianapolis. Number 76. Gonzalez.
All right, Pujols 2 for 2, single and a homer. Looks at a cutter for strike one. Swing and a miss will make it 0-2. Hits one out in the outfield again, but pretty routine play. Zach does make the catch, so Pujols retired for the first time today. J.D. Drew is struck out in both at-bats today. This one looks like a foul out on one pitch. Tom does make that catch. 2 quick outs. Sky 0 for 2 today. He's another player we've had a lot of trouble containing, but done better today on him than we have on Pujols. Sky with an 0-2 count. Doesn't chase that changeup. Does chase that cutter, and that will end the 7th inning. Cardinals still up 1-0. The Squirrels will start off with Tom at the plate. Hey, Jackal's still out there, and he may well go a complete game on us here. Tom grounds the first pitch to Eckstein. 1 down. Here comes Zach. He's 1 for 2 today. That pitch is down by his feet. Inside again, makes it 2-0. That breaks inside as well. 3-0. Looks at strike one. Think Zach taking all the way there. It wasn't exactly right down the middle either. Hits this one out into left field. That will get down for another base hit. His second of the day. Joey is 0 for 2. He struck out and ground into a double play. So he looks at a fastball for strike one. Now he's going to show bunt. Will it stay fair? It does not. 0-2. Looks like he'll swing away now, which he probably should. The fastball's too high. Now he's showing a 2-strike bunt. Pulls it back, and it is a ball. 2-2 now. Oh, this looks like another double play ball. Sure is. 6-4-3. Man, that's 2 double plays for Joey today. Not helping the cause. So we'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Cardinals leading 1-0 despite being out hit 4-2. But if you're only going to get 2 hits, it's good that one of them goes out of the park. Ellis 0 for 2. Gonzalez will get a second inning as he looks at or throws in strike one. Ellis looked at it. There's strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away. Here's Juan Pierre, who has struck out in both at-bats so far today. That pitch is down and out. Splitter misses inside, I guess. That one up and out. That one wasn't so close. 3-0. That's called a strike. That's borderline for sure. And a swing and a miss, so Gonzalez back in the count. It's full. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 comes all the way back. 2 away. Here's Wes Helms. He is 0 for 2. As he puts this out into shallow right center for his first hit of the day. There's Jackal. He will get to hit, and I would let him pitch a complete game at this point. He pops back up to Gonzalez to end the inning. So we will go to the 9th inning. It's still a 1-run lead for the Cardinals. Quinton is due to lead things off for his first at-bat of the day. Jackal's still looking strong out there. As Quinton gets it through the left side to put the tying run on base. Here's the top of the order. Kester 1 for 3 today. Jackal. So we get a high hop. That's probably not a double play ball, but they do get the lead runner. I was hoping they would go to first, but no such luck. 1 away. Here's Marvin. Runner still on first. And a fast runner at that. Would probably be a good idea for Kester to steal. There he goes. It was really supposed to be a hit and run, but Marvin came up empty. But Kester does make it to second safely, so there's your tying run in scoring position. With only the 1 out, but Marvin with an 0-2 count. And he will swing and miss. So it's up to Chief to try to get this game tied. I do not believe he has a hit today. First pitch is called a strike. Fouled away, hit hard, but way foul. 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The Cardinals avoid the sweep. Final score today, Indianapolis Squirrels 0, St. Louis Cardinals 1. That deep home run by Pujols, the only meaningful swing of the game. And that also breaks the shutout streak we had going. But, Cardinals, obviously a very good team. I think they would lead literally any other division other than, obviously, the Central and the AL East. The Rays with 60 wins, or maybe even 62 wins, something like 60-something. Other than that, Cardinals are the third best team in MLB, so no shame in losing this one. Especially not like that. All right. Although they give player of the game to Jackal, which he did pitch a complete game shutout. You can't poo-poo that too much, but you'd think Albert Pujols hitting the home run for the only run of the game. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. Like, share, subscribe. Do all the YouTube stuff if you feel like it. We will be in Chicago tomorrow to take on the Cubs. We'll see you then.